Hello and welcome to Monday with the Mayor. I'm Bradford Raths, and we are once again joined by Huntingburg Mayor Denny Spinner. Mayor?
Good morning. How are you today?
Oh, I can't complain.
Good.
Yourself?
Good.
So the Patoka water main project, you guys just selected a new firm to go through with the process. What can you tell us?
Well, in this last week, this is a project that we are seeking funding from the Indiana Office of Rural Development to fix an issue in the main transmission line from Patoka Lake. The story we've talked about before, but where the new aspect is that we are in the process of submitting that application, which will have to go in by the end of the month. This last week, a committee reviewed a number of applications from firms interested in doing that work for us, and we have selected VS Engineering, an office out of Evansville, to do that work. So they've hit the ground running since the selection, and beginning to develop additional information for this proposal. This is a project that we've sought funding for a number of times. I think the first time was back in 2010. And what it involves is that the 16-inch transmission line that feeds us the water from Patoka Lake from the east, we have found some areas of concern that that if they're not addressed could have a really substantial impact on the water supply for not only our citizens but all the industries and that use water here in Huntingburg. So it's a very important project. It's a $600,000 project. The city has dedicated about $180,000 in funds $130,000 in funds for a local match on this. But this grant from IOCRA would be push us over the top and allow this very important work to be done.
So you guys have a public hearing coming up on Thursday night, your city council meeting.
Right.
Address the importance of that.
Okay. The council, part of the process, of course, is public input on the project. As part of our regular meeting on Thursday night, we'll have a public hearing conducted by Indiana 15 Regional Planning Commission on the merits of this project. Of course, a part of the scoring that determines the importance of the project relies on public input. So this will be an opportunity for anyone to submit on the record why this project is important. This is our second public hearing on this. We had one a couple months ago. Had a number of people come and speak on behalf of the project. And what I would like to encourage the residents to look at is it's one of those problems, Bradford, that you turn on the water in the morning and it doesn't seem like a big problem, and a lot of us are that way. But this is a project that if it comes down the road and we start experiencing a problem with it, it would have a tremendous impact. So if any citizen or business that relies on our consistent and very high quality water would like to come forward and say that they recognize the need for this project to secure that water supply for us, we would appreciate that comment. Now, they can also, beyond the public hearing on Thursday night, letters can be written to address the issue that can be submitted to us, and I would be glad to share information on how to address those letters and how they get that into the record. So if they can't come to the public hearing on Thursday and they want to still voice their opinion, maybe they're a little shy about standing up and talking about it in the public hearing, there's a written submission that they can make, and we'd be glad to share that information with them on how that could be done. They can give us a call here at City Hall, and we can include that in the record. But it is very important that this happens before the end of the month. We've had some very good comments from the public already, and this is something I think you're going to hear about in our local media for the next 2 or 3 weeks, because the deadline for getting this all in is the end of the month. So I would appreciate any cooperation, any support that our community can generate in making this project possible. Should we be successful in the funding, this would be something that we would be able to get corrected by the end of the year. If we do not get the funding this time around, then we're going to have to be looking at ways to fund the project ourselves. And that's why another reason why it is so important. We don't want to put any stress on any of the ratepayers, any of the taxpayers for this project, if at all, if we can avoid that in any way. And this grant is a way for us to do that. So it's a project that has to be done at some time. If we can secure the funding this time, it would be very important. And another reason why it's kind of vital this time, the state of Indiana is changing some of its funding mechanisms. This is the last time that projects like this will be funded in this way. The fund by which this is funded is going to change. So we don't know what the future holds in that. We do know what we could get this time. So it's very important to kind of put our best foot forward and create the best proposal that we can. And community support is one of those markers that really help us, push the ball forward on that.
So certainly a very important type of, I guess, crossroads you could say for this project.
Right, and it's been a project that has been on the forefront for the city for some time. But the urgency, I guess, this time is because this is the last time that we know definitely this fund will be available for this type of project.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we all certainly hope for the best. Mayor, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
This has been Monday with the Mayor. Stay tuned. We'll have more 18 WJTS news coming up after this.